Hi, welcome. My name is Nicole, and I am here with a quick message. I wanted to share something with you today on the topic of faith, and this message was is coming from something that happened just recently. Well, not necessarily something that happened, but it was an instruction that God had been giving me, and I understood what the instruction meant, but I didn't make the connection until some time afterwards. And like I said, this is a key that I realized as I began to be obedient to what he was telling me to do. I realized that this was a key to remaining steadfast in my faith, because I have been recently asking God to increase my faith and help me with my faith, and he gave me that certain instruction. And I'm going to start out with the book of Matthew. And book of Matthew, chapter 14. And this is the story with Peter and Jesus. Um, when Peter was walking on water. Okay, so verse 24. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him, and said unto him, O thou of little faith, where didst thou doubt? And when they were come into the ship, the wind ceased. Now Peter was like so many of us. When God first speak a thing to us, or we see a thing that we like or we want, or um, we think that would be good for us, um, he was excited. He started out with excitement and zeal, but as he began, and of course, Jesus granted his request and told him, "Yeah, come on out." But as he walked across the ocean, it says, when he saw the strength of the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, Lord, save me. And what happened in this situation was Peter took his eyes off of God because he became distracted with what was going on in his environment. The winds, he began to pay attention to the winds and how strong the winds were around him, and fear started creeping in. And therefore, him taking his eyes off of God or Jesus, he began to sink. And this is what we all deal with in our day-to-day lives. God would speak a word or promise us, causing us to get excited about it. And a lot of times it's short-lived, because we begin to look at the circumstances surrounding us, or even our environments, and our faith take a huge hit. And we begin to question everything, including the word. Because, I mean, let's be honest, when God gives us a word or promise, although it's exciting, it's usually really big. It's usually unbelievable, or to us, it seems impossible. And it usually is, because God is a big God. And God don't typically give us promises for things that are well within our reach, or that seems possible. So yeah, it usually seems impossible. But Jesus said in Mark 10:27, with men it is impossible, but not with God. For with God, all things are possible. Meaning, in order for us to see these things manifest in our lives, we must partner with God with our faith in order to see the impossible manifest. Remember, in Hebrews 11 and verse 1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen." So it's not going to be something we see. It's just something that we just have to continue to hold on to hope for. And again, all of this requires us to stand firm on what God said and fix our gaze on God. So this was the instruction he gave me, to fix my gaze on him. And again, I didn't, like I said, I understood what he was saying, but I didn't make the connection to it until I started being obedient to that word. And so I'm like, that was really, really helpful. And I said that that wasn't something that I wanted to just keep to myself. That's something that I wanted to share with others. So here I am. And I just want to explore really quick what fixing our gaze on God means. Now, the word fix means to fasten securely, be rooted, anchored permanently. And to gaze means to stare or intently look. And when we put it all together, it's saying we are to fix, fasten securely, be rooted, anchored, and permanently gaze, stare, and intently look at God. And if we're doing this, we're believing in the word that he gave us, if we're believing in the promise that he made to us, and our gaze is fixed on him, we're intently looking at God, our focus is on God, I guarantee you'll be able to stand firm on whatever it is that he said to you. You'll be able to remain steadfast until you see that thing manifest. And it helped me. Oh, it blessed me so much. It blessed me so much because, again, sometimes you get so caught up in the warfare that's going on around you. You get caught up with what's going on in your environment. And honestly, if we could just really be honest with ourselves, what he told us, what he promised to us, don't rarely ever matches what's going on around us. So I hope this helps someone the way, or bless someone the way it blessed me. And until next time, you have a great one.